G'day viewers, welcome to another episode of the Non-Expert Fisherman. Today we are returning to Beauty Point. We're going to see if our spot is clear today. Last time we went there, as you've seen in the last episode, spot poachers were there and they took my spot. So we're going to go back, we're going to have a go at catching fish today. The weather's a little bit different, it's a bit windy, it's a bit cloudy, it's a bit cooler. There's a low pressure system coming across from the west.
Yep.
So we're just going to go in and have a bit of a go before the weather turns really nasty. You know, Betsy again.
One pump.
And away she goes. Beautiful stuff. Cameraman, can you hold the camera properly, please?
So there's actually much more opportunity than there ever has been.
I know they hurt. They're supposed to hurt.
Many industries are reporting...
Turn that rubbish down. Righto, here we go. Oh, look! Fire engine! Oh, what's going on here? What's going on here, eh? Oh, fire! 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 See if the windscreen wipers still work. Yes, they do. So we're heading to Beauty Point. Expectations are really, really low. Don't have any hope of catching a fish, I don't think, but anyway, we're just going to try. It's going to give us something to do. We're just going to have a go. It's starting to rain a little bit.
Are you going to do anything while this is... going to talk about anything?
Not really. What do you want to talk about? Not the pay station. Alright, we're approaching the Beauty Point Wharf again. Conditions are deteriorating very quickly. With the winds getting up and the rain's coming in, it's going to be very, very difficult fishing today. The odds are against us. Now we're hopefully going to have the place to ourselves. I'm looking towards the area now.
Oh, zoom in a bit.
And
so you might be able to see.
It's clear. It's clear.
It's clear.
It's clear.
No,
There's no one fishing here.
No one's fishing in our spot.
Now back to me, son, back to me. Now, the conditions are tough. Tide is approaching high tide, coming in pretty hard. Tides are really big here in Beaky, not Beaky, Beauty Point. On the mighty Tamar River it goes. At the moment the tides are about 3 metres from bottom to top, and it looks like the tide's really high there. So, and because there's an approaching low pressure, an approaching low pressure system, sometimes that pushes a bit extra water into the bay. I'm just going to get out and have a bit of a go and see what happens. We might catch a fish, but probably won't. Let's go. Going to change the limb swim today. Going to put a different one on. All right. So.
What will we have on?
Oh look, I'm going to go with
some more motor oil.
Motor oil. Get a shot of that.
Same one from. It was the same one from the last video.
I'm going to have a curly tail this time. A curly tail grub.
That'd be good.
I actually caught a heap of fish on that the other day. Believe it or not, it's I don't know what they're called. They're a bigger lure. I think they're 3.5-inch curly tail something or others. Anyway, the tail got bitten off it by a puffer fish, and it didn't seem to worry the fish because I caught, I don't know, 4 or 5 salmon on it, silver trevally, and a flathead.
Oops,
so
I forgot to zoom out.
it doesn't have to be perfect, kitty. All right, I might even put that on in a minute just to see how we go. Give you a tip, viewers.
What's a non-expert fisherman?
Whenever you...
So of course you should listen to me.
Yeah, so just a little tip, always carry a rock in your top pocket. Why? No, not for throwing at spot poachers, but to give the hook a bit of a try. See that?
Yeah.
And you feel it. Oh, look, see? Cut me already. Put a hole in me. Just like that. See that? Oh, got to be careful. Now.
You just put it in there.
Tail. You just film and not talk. That'd be good. Now, this is how you do it. Make sure the plastic's straight. And you put the hook through there, and you push it through, and you give a flick like that. No, only joking. Now these Z-mans are a bit tricky, so you just got to give it a bit of a flick up there, look, like that, and then that should work. All right, that'll do. One more thing I've got to put on, the S factor. S stands for secret. It's secret. It's a secret concoction that Starlo and Bushytail, or Bush as these friends call him, the Bush as friends
George
call
Bush,
have cooked up on around the barbecue one afternoon, using leftover pilchards and a bag of rotten prawn. And they have created a thing called the S factor, which is a secret stuff that you put on your lure, and it magically makes the fish bite your lure. Alright, so that's what you do. Go. Now I've got a 1/6 jig head on, which is a bit heavy. Waves conditions, like 35, 40 degrees. Tasmania? No. It's freaking cold. I reckon it's really snowy. I call it outdoor air conditioning, so I'm not going to complain. In Willumbar, when it was about 35 degrees for about 2 months in a row, and I know where I'd rather be. Tasmania. Keep camera on me, son, on the
it's on you. I'm just not putting my eyes on you. Oh, there's a little fish splashing over there. Yep, viewers, it was there's if you can see very closely, there might be some splashing. as you just did that.
So just pulling up the lure then, and I felt a tap, and as I pulled the lure up out of the water, a big fish nearly grabbed it. So I've got to learn to keep the lure in the water.
Yes.
Hopefully the fish will grab it. I might actually catch one in a couple of minutes if I'm lucky.
All right.
Need to get it right down deep.
All right.
Conditions are going to beat us here today, people. A bit too cold, a bit too windy. There is a few fish around. They're not really firing today, so we're just going to go home and get warm. Cheers.
Right, cheers. Go.
Time to loosen the old chin strap. Pull the hat off. So, another unsuccessful trip to Beauty Point. At least we had our spot today, that was good.
And you nearly caught something.
I nearly caught two fish. They
Yeah.
might have been the same fish, but in different spots. Fella hit on one spot, and as I was pulling the lure up, fish was chasing it. Pulled the lure out of the water before the fish could grab it. Not a good idea. And then the same happened about 5 minutes ago. So I think, you know, one of our goals as the non-expert fisherman is to actually catch a fish on camera. That would be awesome. That would be like a real fishing show then, wouldn't we? Because at the moment we're just, really what we are is just a non-expert. Because we're not a fisherman because we haven't bloody caught anything. I know it's difficult. I know your poor little arms get sore. It'd be really handy if you could actually point the camera at the star. Righto. So that's it for the non-expert fisherman. Catch you next time.